Hey guys, welcome back to Republic Reforged. Today we're taking a look at the new Ninjago sets that have been officially released on the LEGO website. There are 14 sets in total that have been released, so today me and George are going to look through them all. So if we we're going to start off with Nia and Aaron's Baby Dragon Battle. It's 157 pieces and will be £27. Oh, that's quite expensive for that many pieces.
Yeah, it's definitely overpriced.
I mean, we get 3 minifigures. We get one of the new villains, Aaron, and I think that's Jay. Yeah, or Jay or Nia. It's one of the two. And this baby dragon piece that comes in each set. Take a look at the actual set, though. We have a small dragon. Oh, I know this is Nia in this set. Yes, I remember seeing this. A dragon that looks like it'd fit Jay better, but oh well. He gets his own later on. And this small boat build with some terrain. Not that good a set, to be honest. Don't like it. I like that grapple hook piece there. You got anything to add here?
I mean, the price I feel like's alright for what you get.
Yeah.
It's not too much for a 4+ set. Still feels a bit like you're getting robbed, but
I guess it's for the kids to make it easier. Yeah. Well, there's another 4+ set that we should have a look at. This one is better, I feel.
I don't really dig the car though, which is a major
No.
downside.
Kai and Raz's car and bike battle for £19 with 103 pieces. Better price value there, I
I
think.
feel like that price should have been the price for the other one, personally.
It really should have been. The minifigures, the Kai minifigure's nice, and that's a villain minifigure. I don't know if he has a name. I like the head mold.
It might say on the actual box. Have a look at the box picture.
Has a very Lord Raz. I guess we should have figured that out.
Yeah.
But very nice head mold there, and I like the use of the dragon head piece that I think was introduced for the crystallized wave. Very basic car, very basic bike. These are as basic as it gets, but some nice weapons. That nice weapon piece.
I mean, for the price and the piece count, I'm not really surprised by the builds, but
it's all right. It's good for. It'll be good for a 4-year-old.
I feel like this should have been the one that had the high piece count. Purely
I
because
think they
could have done a better job with the car if they had more pieces.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I guess it could be accurate to the show, but we can't really judge that yet because the show isn't out. But yeah. So now we're moving on to the spinner sets. So we're just going to have a look at Lloyd's because they're all pretty much the same. Except I think they may have unique minifigures. And
yeah, I think,
just
I think those minifigures are unique.
straight off the bat, that's a pretty good minifigure. That looks really good, but definitely better than the normal Lloyd. But this is 56 pieces for £9. They all are around that piece count.
A bit much for £9, but
It does, but you do get that exclusive minifigure, and I believe that orb on the pedestal in the background. I think they're the collectibles for this wave. I don't know if it's all spin as well. It's got a different spinning thing with these balls on the bottom, almost like a fidget spinner ball bearing. I think.
I mean, we'll have to get one to see how well they work, but
We will, yeah, but I think it's all right. So the other two sets are pretty similar, but Nia's does not have a collectible, which is kind of stupid. So then so we'll go for the cheap.
Are the prices the same for the Nia one?
Yeah, it is. So that's a rip-off. You'd be better off getting the others. So
most pieces.
We're going to go for the cheapest non-4+ set, and this is the Imperium Dragon Hunter Hound, which has.
I do quite like the build on that one, actually.
I think it's quite unique. I like the hunched back, but that's £19, 200 pieces, pretty much. Yeah, the minifigure selection is all right. That is one of the bad guys. What are they called? Can't read that. It might say further down.
Imperium Claw General.
That's pretty. He's got a nice helmet piece. I quite like that.
They have really rolled out on the helmet pieces, to be fair.
Yeah, they have. They've made loads of new molds. And Lloyd and Jay, looking nice. The build itself for the Imperium Hunter Hound, it looks quite nice. Clearly resembling a wolf, especially with that tail. That tail at the end looks quite nice. The head, I think, the snout is a bit small, disproportionate, but it's a very small piece set. That's expected.
Yeah, it does feel a bit off, but I mean, you can't really do much with it. So
I mean,
I
maybe the
reckon they did the
proportion.
best they could.
I do too, but maybe the proportions are set because it looks quite unnatural. So maybe it's meant to give off a creepy kind of vibe because it's got some weird proportions and a hunched back. So
Yeah,
that could be to do with that.
it might be more
I
accurate to the show.
Yeah, I'd probably give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10. I wouldn't really want to go higher with the rating. What about you?
I mean, it's one of those sets that I wouldn't really go out of my way to get, but I might get
If
it
you saw it,
just. I
if you saw
might,
it in a deal, maybe.
yeah, it's a cheaper way to get the figures, I guess.
Yeah, and they're pretty good figures. So. Okay, so the next cheapest is Zane's Dragon Power Spinjitzu race car. Off the bat, I love this golden figure. I
Yeah.
really like him immediately. So this is 307 pieces, £30. So we get Cole, Zane, another one of this season's bad guys, and a gold villain. Imperium Claw Hunter again, an Imperial Guard Commander, but we've got a gold version of this one this time. And then we have the car itself. I'm going to try and get a better picture of the car. I like that build. I think it's quite good.
Yeah, the figures do really sell this for me personally. Okay.
It says spinner car, so I believe the car has a rotation thing, and the balls here. These are the same as on the Spinjitzu spinners things. So I think the car might be able to just rotate at the middle, which I think is a pretty cool function. That seems quite cool.
Let's have a look at the figures.
Here are the figures.
Yeah, could use that for the Zane head for a Moon Knight one, I guess.
You could use that, yeah.
Feels a bit weird, but
It might work. I do quite like the helmet pieces here. I feel like you could almost make a weird looking xenomorph with the black one. Not
that one
on
the right, that headpiece, that is quite cool to be fair.
It's pretty interesting, yeah. But I think the car spins around in a 360 motion. I think that's quite cool. I've never seen that on a set they've done before. And there's obviously some side builds for the villains. I think these are clearly meant to be flying machines. Decent little side build.
I mean,
Kind of feel like
it's not bad.
could have used these pieces maybe to improve the car a little bit instead of having two, but it works. It's a decent set if you're on a budget.
Yeah, it could have been
What's
a
in
lot
that?
worse.
Saurus transforming bike mech racer. I really like this one. Mainly because it reminds me of that Nexo Knight set that transformed from a horse into a bike. I think that was cool. But this, oh god, this has 384 pieces and it's £43.
Yeah, I feel like that's a bit overpriced.
That's £13 for 84 pieces more than the Zane's car. We get Aaron, so he's one of the new ninjas. I think he's got more unique helmet. We'll just take a look at the figures here.
Yeah,
That more unique
I don't
helmet.
know how I feel about his fig, to be fair. I feel like the horns kind of ruin it a bit for me.
And then we have an anime cat girl. I mean Sora from the new season as well. And this dragon. This dragon is in every set that Aaron is. I think it may be to do with his powers. Figure selection.
The cat girl mold is quite nice.
It's a nice unique mold. But we get less figures in this. We get less actual minifigures for a more expensive set. The bad guy is Rapton. Okay. Nothing too special, really. He's not that special at all.
I think it's is it a new shoulder piece?
It might be.
Oh,
it looks like it could be.
I think it's on one of the guard figures as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we look at the actual mech. I mean, that's a pretty good mech. It's a unique design, obviously, because the cockpit is the main body of the bike.
It is quite nice. I'm just intrigued on how it actually transforms.
Yes, so am I. But I have maybe on the back of the box it will show us.
It might be in one of the video previews.
You put the leg up and the leg down. I think maybe we'll just watch. Turn that down there. Yeah, so we're just looking at this here. Yeah, I think you push both the legs back. Maybe we can.
Bit like a transformer then.
A bit like a transformer. Yeah, doing it now. Yeah, put the legs back. I feel that still looks kind of like a mech actually.
Yeah,
the transforming feet.
I feel like they did the best they could given, you
From the
know, you
front,
see
it
it
looks
transform
great. I
back.
think it looks great from the front.
It looks a bit.
I,
You have to like position the legs on the back
I
for it to
think,
be
yeah.
decent.
And obviously, there's that side build. I think that's actually a decent side build, to be honest, for the size of the set. I'd say that's a pretty good side
It's
build.
definitely a good
But
piece.
well, I would give this a 7 out of 10 because actually no,
I'm
6
gonna say
because the
like a
price.
6.5.
I'd
Maybe
say
even
6
5.
because it's more expensive and you don't get as many minifigures as the cheaper sets. So yeah, not really sure how to feel about that. Then what
So
do we
have a
have?
look at some of the dragons.
Yeah, I think this is one of the best sets of the wave. Heat wave transforming lava dragon.
I do
Look at
like the
that.
helmet head on the dragon. That is
Yeah, I
really
think
nice.
I think it's nice. I love the printing on that. We have that Imperium Dragon Hunter guy again, and that General Raz, Lloyd, Kai. Obviously, it's a lava dragon, and I think that might be Sora without the suit. Oh no, a new character called
Wildfire.
Wildfire. Thought they're from the Lego Movie.
Interesting headpiece there.
Yeah,
Got some sort of like
I've just saw that
crescent on the
seen that
top.
the dragon has. That's quite cool. You can move its head down. You can make it sad. You can make it happy, or it could be attacking or not attacking. It has a shooter on the back. That's a new shooter there. I've not seen that before.
How many pieces were in the other set? The one that we
In the
just
other
looked
that
at.
was 384,
So
and this
for
is
£3
£4
more.
more expensive. Yes, but the figure's good. I do like the dragon. You can see it's holding that dragon sphere. I think they are the collectibles. I like how it's like really big at the front. It's a bit like the Crystal King mech actually, but back. So I think it would have been nicer if it was a bit more like evenly distributed in size. But oh no, I think it's a decent dragon. Obviously, it's the wingless dragon, but I'd like to have maybe seen a more play features maybe for the price because
I feel like it's a
I,
bit more of a display one with the head
yeah,
moving ability.
because you can there's that orb shooter thing which it looks nice, yeah, but
It's just Lego shooters don't have the tendency to be
that great, and
functional.
especially one that's shooting a ball like that and not in the same way as the Bionicle one did. But the
Yeah.
transformation is interesting.
Get a lot of minifigures though.
Oh my! The transformation is completely different to what I thought. You actually flip the legs upside down. You change the legs around, and that is the different transformation. I thought
Oh,
the head would move.
yeah.
So you can flip the dragon upside down, people. That's amazing. But all in all, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's decent.
I mean, you get a
Uh,
good minifigure count.
you get 5 minifigures,
You can't really
but
argue with that.
this is not Lloyd and Aaron's Ninja Team mechs. 764 pieces, £75. Quite a steep price there.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like
and,
that should have been like £60
and how many minifigures do we get? 5. The same amount as that £47 set we
each.
just looked at, the dragon.
2 of them, 3
Uh,
of them, mate. Nearly all of them
n-
actually
none
are
of
in other
these are
sets.
exclusive.
Are they not?
None of these are exclusive to other sets.
I think
I
that
feel
one at the back under the mech might be.
no, isn't that that's the Dragon Hunter guy? Yeah, Imperium Claw General.
Oh yeah, it is.
We've already
Yeah.
okay. So we take a look at the mechs individually. This is
Wait, the
lot
mechs
of
go together. I
they
didn't realise
combine.
that.
I didn't realize that. I want to
That
look at
actually
that
looks
each
quite
mech.
nicer.
It
Because I was
does.
gonna
I want
say,
to.
Aaron's mech looks quite bad, but
And Lloyd's mech looks like it's got a hole in the middle of it.
yeah, well, clearly,
I
because they
I
gotta
do
go
love.
together.
I do like Lloyd's mech though. I feel it gives off Sensei vibes. It gives off like,
Yeah, it does.
especially with that glaive it's holding. I do
Yeah, I
like
don't
that.
really like the feet though. They look
The
like
feet do look weird. They
they're
look like
kind of
it's
just
walking on
mushed
stilts.
together. Yeah.
I mean, it's got some nice final pieces as well. They look quite nice. Not really seen that on a mech before, but I think it's a solid build. Definitely, the hands are good and the knee area is nice.
Mm.
But
I like
Aaron's
the
mech just
I like the
Aaron's mech,
animation with it.
yeah, Aaron's mech just looks like they threw an Evo mech in.
Yeah,
But
I'd super
nothing.
like that mech. If I were to get
Yeah,
it, I would keep it inside the Lloyd one the whole time.
yeah, because what if you see here when it's in the Lloyd one, both mechs look better because that completes the section really. Just realised that is the dragon head they introduced from the crystallized wave as the front of Aaron's mech, just tying into his power, which I believe is to do with the dragons.
The head be on the Lloyd mech. I don't really how I know feel about it, but
It looks like it's got an eye.
yeah. Well, I think that's the point, but it just feels a bit weird.
Yeah, but I think the premise of it is good. I think it's interesting. We have seen a combining mech before though with the Evo wave or the Core wave. I think
I
it
mean, the
was
VIP points, they're not too bad.
600 VIP points. Yeah, but to be honest, I think if you're buying it for VIP points, you shouldn't be. It's just a waste of money. You don't get that as much VIP points as you'd need to get
Yeah.
it back. But all in all, I think it could look quite good on a shelf, as we see here. It looks
Yeah,
decent there.
I feel like it's more of a
Especially,
display one.
I don't think it is meant to be display, but I feel like
Me personally, I'd have it as a display.
yeah, but I just don't like the bottom of those legs, so I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10.
I'd probably say a 7.
Uh,
E-
Fair enough.
Aaron's mech, I'd rate like a 3. The Lloyd mech on
Yeah,
its own, I'd rate like maybe a 5. But together,
yeah.
I'd rate like a 7.
Now, this is the first building we're taking a look at. Temple of the Dragon Energy Cores.
Oh,
Immediately, it is a
this
better piece of price count.
this has
1,000 ton.
unique minifigures, doesn't it?
I so,
I
I
think
haven't seen them in other sets, but I
that one
think
at the top is unique, isn't it?
yeah, so we get 6 minifigures.
Yeah.
It is 1,029
Oh,
pieces for 84
I think all the
pounds.
villains are unique, aren't they?
I'm
2 of them definitely are. I don't know about the third one.
Yeah, this female one here is unique, and this one with the dress piece is unique.
I think
This
the
one,
middle one is
I think he's got
unique.
unique torso and leg printing, but then
Yeah.
we get Kai, Cole, and I can't tell if that's Nia or Jay. I think
I
it's
think that's
Nia.
Nia.
Or,
It's really light blue. Yeah, it
it is
is.
Nia. I haven't really seen Jay in any sets, but
Well, he's got his dragon, hasn't it? We haven't looked at
he
that one
has.
yet.
So if we look at this looks quite cool. This has got one of those collectibles up there. I think this is a bad guy place, maybe judging from the where the bad guys are
Well,
positioned.
it will have something to do with the collectibles, won't it? The energy core
Yeah.
things.
It's got a well here on this side. A bell. We can
To
swing
be
the
fair,
bell.
this is a very nice display set.
It does look really nice. I
Really
think
nice display.
it's got a lot of play features as well. Yeah, because we can open the doors here. We can knock. I believe we can knock him off that.
I feel
Uh,
like the piece to price count is
it's
pretty good.
it's actually pretty decent, especially with 6 minifigures.
One of the best I've seen so far.
Oh. But yeah, I think that is decent actually. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Solidly. I don't think there's too much to say about it. I just like it. I think it looks good. Quite interesting. I like the tree on the side as well. I think that's
Oh
nice.
yeah, I didn't even really notice that.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's quite
a big part of the
nice.
build. Yeah. I'd give it an 8 out of 10, honestly.
Got some nice detail on it.
Yeah. And the fig selection is pretty good.
Yeah,
Okay.
the villain ones, they do look very nice. We've got the
Yeah.
market and the
I
dragon
actually
V
I,
mech.
I actually don't believe that the female villain in that is unique. I think that is the Empress from this set actually. But off the bat here, I can see this set has a unique minifigure, this golden commander guy.
What was the price on the one we just looked at?
84.
It's pretty much the
Jesus.
same amount of pieces, isn't it?
This has no more figures. This just has the this little
Yeah.
dragon.
The only one that's unique from the last set is the robed guy.
Yeah.
This set has that wolf guy.
Let's just look at this set. The figures are decent, but none of them are unique except this golden fella here. But
He's just a golden variant of the black one, isn't he?
yeah, but he's still unique. So I just want to have a look at the actual dragon itself.
That is a very nice dragon, to be fair.
I'm glad we're finally getting a bigger dragon for Jay. The biggest one we've had before, I think, is the Stormbringer dragon, which wasn't as big. But for Kai, we've had Firstborn. Lloyd's had multiple. Nia's had a water dragon. Zane had his ice dragon creature. So just now we've got this really good one for Jay. I think I like how it's not on 4 legs. I like how it's standing on 2. The wings, I think, are a bit small. The wings look disproportionate.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
Yeah, but the legs and the torso, they look really good, I think. And they look great. Especially seeing as we can actually add this glider onto the back, just from a top-down
That
view.
does look nice.
Yeah, if we look at it here, that looks really cool.
I like how they've gone for a theme of combining like all the builds. so
I
far.
think that is quite a big theme. But looking at the Empress mech, it's better than Aaron's mech. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
It,
I
it's
don't
quite
know really
nice.
how I feel about it, to be fair.
Honestly, it's giving me
I th-
Sisters of Battle vibes from Warhammer 40k. You might not see that, but I can. It looks like those, except there's something
I feel like
protecting them.
that style of mech has already been done enough.
I feel it has been done. They have used the trail piece from Prime Empire as the sword there. That's quite nice, and I feel it's got a decent aesthetic going. I think it's a decent. It's not just a side build. It is half of the set. Well, half the marketing of the set, and I think it looks actually pretty good. I think I can see the dragon having a challenge taking it down. I wouldn't say a tough time, but a challenge. I'd give it an 8 out of 10
They definitely
solidly.
put a lot more thought into this set. I'd probably say an 8 as well.
I'd say no. If I could only get one of these sets so far, it would definitely be this one here. Now we have the Destiny's Bounty Race Against Time.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
sorry, I just really don't like this one.
another Destiny's Bounty. I'm agreeing with George here. I don't like this. First of all, I don't like how there is no permanent dragon head on the front of the ship. That's a staple of the Destiny's Bounty. That's something we need to have. And the middle of the ship, it's too thin. Honestly, Zane's car was larger than that.
I
But if
just
we take
don't
a look
like.
at
I just don't like the light blue on it as well. To be fair,
yeah. But we do get a Sensei Wu minifigure. That's the first one of the wave. I
it
don't know
is
if we.
actually a quite nice Wii figure. To be fair,
It is pretty good. We get 6 figures. They're not going higher with 6 figures in this wave, are they? Jeez. I don't think any of these figures are unique except Wu. I think we've seen all of them before.
yeah, I think the torso prints are the same for him as
Yeah,
well.
I would have liked to have seen a full set of Ninja, to be honest, for this, for their first new wave. I'd like to have seen a full set.
They're really making you buy other sets, aren't they?
Yeah, but if we just look at the bounty,
I
so
don't know.
we can. It's got
It just
layers,
looks
so we
off.
can.
There's just a lot of things that are off
I
about it.
I see that. So we can fold the sails down. Nice. I remember being able to do that on the final flight of the Destiny's Bounty. I don't like how they just a name in gold on the side. Don't think that's something they would actually normally do. I'm going to assume. Can we move the engines? That's what I want to know. Can I move the engines?
Yeah, it looks. They're in
I don't.
different. They're in a
I
couple
don't
of
think. You,
different positions, I think.
I don't think they are. I don't think you can move the engines here, and that's
If you're not, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, I'm not seeing because that'd be a thing feature. Controllers from Prime Empire. This is inside the cabin of the ship, I think. So there's a bit of space, not too much though, to put your minifigures.
I hate to say it, but I'm getting some like 4+ vibes from it.
I wouldn't say 4+, but I
Yeah,
can. It
I
does
wouldn't
seem
go
that
that
style.
low, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, the dragon does go on the front there, but the blue just doesn't look so the Destiny's Bounty's normal red. I don't. I'm gonna give this set a 5. The piece count, the piece to price ratio is brilliant.
I'm
That's
making
a
a
really good
video.
piece to
You have
price
to
count.
go away. I'm
But
making a video.
I just don't feel like I'd get it because there's nothing that makes me want to get it really. I just prefer all the other Destiny's Bounties. Look, if we just get a different Destiny's Bounty,
Mm.
I just want to show you something that I think looks much better. I'm gonna get one of the
I quite like
series.
the Ninjago movie one. That is a
Yeah,
very nice bounty.
I'd say the Legacy one. The Legacy one looks way better. It looks more like a Destiny's Bounty, the dragon head on the front. I understand they were trying to do something new. They want to have this as the main ship, but I really hope this thing gets destroyed. I really hope it gets like just obliterated or something. I just don't like it. And now,
Unfortunately, I have a bad feeling about it.
don't you mean fortunately? Anyway, this is the set that we've all been waiting for. Ninjago City Markets.
21 minifigures. Hot damn.
Yeah, and 6,163 pieces, but £320. That's really good, but what I'd expect from a non-licensed set, I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Because to put this into perspective, some UCS Star Wars sets are the same priest count, but £200 more.
Yeah, the
So
price is
that's decent.
very, very nice. But personally, I don't think this is for me.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't get it because I don't have any of the other Ninjago City sets, so it wouldn't really look that good on its own, I don't think. But we get 21 minifigures. That's a lot of minifigures. So we
They are
have
quite nice, but
we have
again,
2 ninja in their basic suits. So that's pretty good. They're Lloyd and I think
it's
Nia.
near. Yeah,
Oh, here's a Lloyd and Nia. Detective Zane. That's good. I
that
like
is a
that.
very nice figure. To be fair, I didn't
Kai
expect
in
them
his
to put that.
blacksmith's outfit. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I've just noticed this. This person is wearing a Bionicle t-shirt.
you love to see it.
Obviously, probably not, but hinting at Bionicle return. Probably not, but you know, Ninjago kind of
One could
multiverse thing going on.
wish.
Don't know. I think this is Aaron.
Mm,
With it, he's wearing his. Looks like he's got his own ninja shirt.
very
Uh,
egotistical.
yeah, and then I think this is Sora. I'm going to assume.
Quite like the Iron Hairpiece.
Yeah, Cyrus Borg. Finally, a proper minifigure for Cyrus Borg. That's
Yeah,
good.
I was noticing that. It does look quite nice.
This is Dareth.
I don't think it's a new wheelchair piece, is it?
No, but it's Dareth.
It is a very
A
nice piece.
flushable toilet.
Yeah,
Ah,
that was a big thing I
well,
found.
I said that all the ninja are in this set, but 2 of them are micro figures.
I'm
Great.
really not
Oh,
surprised.
yeah. They've given Borg his own lift for his
You have
wheelchair. That's
a
quite nice.
workable car, cable car.
Yeah, cable car. That's cool. And we've got a bunch of just random minifigures. Most of them aren't that good. I feel like these 2 might have some significance. This Mohawk one and this one here. But the others, because they have no leg printing, I feel like they have no significance.
I feel like it's a set if you're trying to build Lego City, but if you're not trying to build Lego City, then I don't really.
Most
You
of these
don't
figures
really
aren't
need to
good
get
enough.
it.
Yeah. I think this one could this be Kai's dad, right? In the form, because he's got the dragon on his stomach and the smoke. It could be his dad. I don't know. This could be his mum. I don't think so, but who
Likelihood
knows?
is it's probably not going to be.
But it's got the mailman
Yeah, that is
and
true.
that like reporter person. But let's have a look at the actual set itself. So it looks great. It looks really good. It
Yeah,
doesn't look like a 6,000 piece set though. I'm not sure, but it just doesn't look like
yeah.
that. But
I think it's more
from
of the interior decorations.
but it has got a full on interior. Looks great on its own. There looks great on its own.
Yeah.
So the lift, I think that's quite nice. It just showcasing a bit of accessibility
I mean,
and
it's a nice little feature that they didn't have to include.
exactly. And most people won't use it, but it's just there to fiddle with. A bakery section,
I do
a lot
like
of
this
bread.
bakery. It's nice and clean.
It's
It's
clean.
got
It's
everything you
cozy.
need.
It looks pretty good. This is probably my favourite section. It's giving me sci-fi vibes. I feel like this is meant to be a little bit of a representation of Borg Tower.
Getting a little
Colour
bit
scheme.
of Lego Dreams vibes on that. With the colours.
Almost, yeah. The colour palette is giving us that. There will be a video on that soon as well, don't worry. The cable car, that's probably the main feature of this. I think that's the best part. It connects it all together. We get a better view
Really, the
here.
best part is the flushable toilet.
Obviously, the flushable toilet, but other than that, I think the cable
When
car is
in
good.
an actual official Lego set, have you ever seen the flushable toilet though? Let's be honest.
Never,
It's
except
not
for
a
now.
common occurrence.
Yeah, I think this cable car is quite nice though. I do like how it's all in layers, a 4-layer set. It's quite nice, just like an actual city would be, because you can remove all this. A lot of pieces here and there. I think it looks quite good. We get a better view of some of it here. So we've got obviously the flushable toilet. There's Aaron's apartment. So you can put it with the other Ninjago city set. So this is
That
them
is
putting
the
it with
main
Ninjago
appeal
City
with it,
Garden.
isn't it?
I do think so. I don't think it's as good as the other Ninjago city sets. I prefer the other ones.
I mean,
Oh, this
I probably wouldn't get it if you don't already have a couple of the Lego
at least
Ninjago
you need
city
at least
sets.
one. I'd feel. I'd say
Yeah.
one. But I think it's good. I think there's a nice mixture of colours and buildings to make it feel like a bustling marketplace.
How
But I am
wide is it? It's
how
surprisingly
wide?
not that long. I
It's
thought it'd
half
be
a meter
longer.
wide. It's almost as tall as it is wide.
I thought it'd be longer, to be fair.
Yeah. To be honest, I'd probably say this is the third best. I think Docks is definitely the bottom for me. Then Gardens at the top and the original Ninjago City in the middle. So I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. Great price for piece count and a lot of good minifigures. This is not a children's set, by the way. This is 14 plus, so it's clearly more aimed at adult collectors.
I'm
Anything
gonna
to
have
add?
to give it a 7. I just feel like they could have included all the ninjas, and I'm a bit disappointed that they didn't. If they did,
No,
it
they
probably
did,
would have put it
just
as
as
a 2.
micro fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel it'd have been nice to have them all in their new suits. Maybe some better exclusive figs, because let's be honest, can we really call this person here an exclusive figure? Do they really look like anyone cares? But I think this is clearly a villain designed for you guys to fight against. Maybe these three are like a squad or something. But like, we got Borg, we got these ninjas here. It's a decent set, 7.5 out of 10.
I do like the hair pieces they've included. They are quite.
They
nice.
are. They've got some. Oh, I've just realised there is a bike thing on the heat waving transformer lava dragon.
Bit of like a
That-
floating throne thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not really going to be a challenge for that dragon, but I do like it. So if I could rank these sets, I'd put this one last, then this one. But I know they are kids sets. These ones I went.
You can't really rank the spin sets.
Yeah, if I had to say one, I'd say Lloyd's is the best. I like his the most. But then out of all these, I'm gonna.
I prefer Kai's because it just has more stuff.
It does look cleaner. It does look cleaner. But I like Lloyd's. I like the color scheme there, and I like Lloyd's minifigure. Then I'd probably put I'm not gonna put the Destiny's Bounty last because that, even though it's not a good set, you'd get it over some of the others if you had the money.
I'd rate it Hound, then the race car, and then probably the Max.
I'd put actually the mech, then the Hound, then the car, because I just don't like how the mech looks. I just lived them better. Lloyd's Titan mech was a much better mech for Lloyd, my personal opinion. I might be slightly biased, but then I'd put the mech bike racer because its price is absurd.
Yeah.
Then the bounties, easily.
And then probably
Heatwave.
I'd say the Elemental Dragon. Then
No, I'd say the Heatwave next actually, because I prefer the color scheme on the other one. But yeah, I can see why you'd put the Elemental Dragon there. Then I'm gonna say and then I'm gonna say this one's second best, the Elemental Dragon. But I'm gonna just say that the best set here is the Temple of the Dragon Energy Cores, and I don't like building sets normally. I don't normally like them; they always seem fragile. But this one seems really sturdy, and it seems really good. So I can see why.
for the price as well.
The price is great, especially for the minifigure collection.
How many pieces is it again?
1,000 and something, I believe.
Yeah, so
not loaded the piece count, but it had 1,080 pieces, I think.
yeah,
1,029.
Yeah, for
That's
the price
decent.
of the piece. Yeah.
So
Probably
yeah,
gonna have to rate that the number one.
that's
set
number
for the
one.
wave.
Well, if we don't include this one, because this is not to do with the wave.
Yeah, you
I don't
can't
think.
really include it though.
It's based off the movie as well,
It's
because that's what the other ones are based
for
off.
very die-hard collectors, I'd say.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, that's our ranking of all the sets. Which ones will you guys be picking up? We probably won't get any of them because we're mainly a Star Wars Lego collecting channel at the moment because we don't have money.
I might get a couple of the spinners. We'll see.
I might get one just to give it a review, see how it holds up. But other than that, yeah. What do you think of the wave? Do you think it's good? It's not one of the best waves they've made. There's no shout about it, but it's a decent wave. It's not one of the worst. It's not one of the best. It's a mid wave, I'd say. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, just please subscribe. I know that sounds like I'm begging there, but it just really helps us out a lot. Just leave a like as well. So yeah, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.
Goodbye. See ya.